Hi everyone. It's been a while since I had to make one of these. We have the Population 1 patch notes for December 6th, 2023. There are currently 69 of you online. Nice. And I wanted to go through the patch notes with you for anybody who might not understand all of it or who just wants a video summary or be able to listen to this on the car ride home or whatever the case. I wanted to go over all of the change list for you because this is the first patch we've had in probably 9 months that actually has a decent amount of stuff to it. So I'm going to go over the patch changes for you. Right at the top, we have the change list, the monthly match rewards. This is just the standard rewards you get for playing matches. We have a 1911 skin, a style point spray, powder burn op skin, living on the edge calling card, and the Hattie character skin for 25 matches for doing all of the rewards. So you should be able to start earning progress towards those right now. Getting straight into the gameplay changes here, we have camera eye position is now lower and better matches eye height on characters. I'm going to actually need to be able to load in and test out all of the things that this could change, and I want to see this a lot better. If this affects head peeking at all, that could be huge. So I want to see all of the stuff that this actually changes. It might just be for standing. It might not affect head peeking at all, but I'm going to need to be able to load into the game and do some testing there to see what it could change. It could be huge. It could be not very much at all. So I'll need to see. Gun balance changes. Seiko increased base damage from 55 to 60. This is actually pretty big. The 3-star would do 70 damage. That's what I'm thinking. And if it does 70 damage, that means the 3-star can 3-hit in the body again. So if the 3-star can 3-hit in the body, then that is actually huge. I'm not sure what the headshot multipliers are, but if we are back to the point where the 2-star can headshot body shot, or the 3-star can headshot body shot, then that is a massive, massive change for the Seiko. Interested to see if that is the case. If it is a headshot body shot for a purple Seiko to one-shot, then the Seiko could be back in rotation for gameplay again. So excited to see what that change could be. M60 decreased minimum damage from 20 to 18. So what that means is that if you are super far away from someone, instead of the M60 dealing 20 damage to them, it will go down to 18. So you'll actually do less damage from far away. There is an additional change that is not in the patch notes here that I wanted to point out for you guys. The M60 is back to 2-shotting builds from any range. So before, when the builds were far away from you, the M60 would have some damage fall off and it would take 4 or 5 shots to kill a build. Now it is down to 2 shots at every range again. The M60, while the damage nerf happened, it got buffed in the manner of it kills builds in 2 shots again. So I think it actually is stronger overall even with this change. MK18 increased base damage from 23 to 25, increased minimum damage from 14 to 15, so that's when you're super far away. Now, this change is pretty big for the MK. That means, if you're doing 25 damage and body shots to someone, it's only going to take 8 shots to kill someone. That's 3 bursts with the MK. I'm not sure the exact headshot damage, so I'd need to see a little bit of damage numbers there to be able to determine that, to see how many shots it would kill with headshots. But I think this is pretty big. The MK has kind of been phased out. It's not really useful anymore, but with some damage changes, it might be useful. I'm interested to see how that will change some things. 357 Magnum increased base damage from 55 to 63, so a little bit of a damage buff for the Magnum. MP9 increased rounds per second from 12 to 12.5. So both of these damage changes are pretty neat. The Magnum changes, maybe we'll see the Magnum picked up a little bit more. It still does have some pretty harsh fall off. There's no mention of fall off or minimum damage on the Magnum, so the Magnum, one of the things it suffered with was when you started to get far away from people, it would fall off to, I think, like 38 damage. And that was the main issue with it, is it was just like a close range gun, or like mid-range close range gun. And if you're already mid-range or close range, you probably want to be just using a gun that's better suited for those ranges anyways, like the DT. MP9 increased rounds per second from 12 to 12.5 again. So talking about this one a little bit more, I think this is welcome. The MP9 was pretty decent, and it just felt really, really similar to the UMP, so maybe this slight round per second change will make it feel a little bit different and make it feel a little bit more viable. It's not a huge increase, so I don't even know if this is going to be noticeable. I'll need to mess around with it a little bit. Quality of life changes for the game. Quest, when microphone is turned off on your headset, it will show in-game on the general voice settings, or it will now show in-game on the general voice settings. So I think this might have been an issue with Quest users in general, where they could never get their microphones working in-game because they couldn't find the device if it was like disabled or if the microphone was turned off. But now they can at least find it. It's just going to be turned off in the game. So hopefully that helps Quest players getting their microphone working for the game. Victory screen, confetti now follows the player when walking around. So rather than just having the confetti wherever you won, the confetti will now follow you around. That's cool. Sandbox, map creation limits have increased. Players may now have 30 published maps and 100 drafts. I think this is up from like 10. So that's a pretty significant increase for everybody that spends a lot of time in the sandbox mode. Down to bug fixes for the game. Climbing, fixed grabbing a wall and turning, causing players to clip into walls. Hopefully that, I'm not sure the exact thing that would happen. Maybe that was more of the legs and the arms clipping into the wall. I'll need to see if this prevents, you know how you can sometimes shoot people through walls or through builds because their arms are through it? I don't think it'll change that too much, but maybe if someone turns sideways, it could. I'll need to check a couple things for that one. Downstate, fixed an issue where moving in real life and dying near a wall could cause clip the player inside a collider. So this is if you died and you were like walking backwards or walking to the side, sometimes it would put you inside a wall and get you stuck. So hopefully that is fixed. Hopefully when someone shoots you in the game and you get knocked down, you aren't able to move. I'm assuming that's the change they make where you're just not able to move at all. Once you get knocked down, you're just kind of stuck there. I'll need to see, again, a lot of these changes are things that I will need to see directly to have an exact idea of how they work. Fixed teleportation exploit caused by users changing dominant hand while gripping a wall. So this has been in the game for a long time. People had the ability to teleport using this. I think maybe like 10 people knew about this total. So I don't think this is a super big one, but it is a change that, if maybe you are in an instance where someone did that or knew about it, that they can't do it anymore. Single player mode, rewards progress is now displayed correctly, so you guys can see how close you are to earning that brewed skin. Sandbox, players with a large number of maps should be able to see their entire collection in the main menu now. Sandbox, saving a copy of a published map now correctly shows the copy as unpublished. So if you save a copy, it now shows as unpublished, so you don't have to worry about that one also showing up as published. It should show up properly in your list. You don't need to join and like try to make sure you save a copy that is unpublished, etc. Should be good there. Sandbox, loading and publishing a saved map no longer changes the title of that map. Sandbox jump pads are now deleted correctly when editing maps. And then they have two networking fixes. Fixed over 40 smaller netcode bugs, so hopefully this makes the game feel a little bit more smooth. And reduced netcode bandwidth and assorted networking optimization. So hopefully the game feels more responsive overall. I know a lot of people were running into like a connection lost issue recently, and that some people were experiencing a lot of lag, so hopefully this fixes that for you all. Again, I'll need to hop in and see how this changes stuff. Battle Royale map updates. The next featured sandbox area is Ironworks, temporarily available in custom rooms. So if you go to the custom rooms, you should be able to search that one up and test it out if you want to see it early. It will be available until the holiday map, evolving map goes live on December 12th. On January 9th, so a month from 3 days from now, the regular evolving map will return with Ironworks in it. So anybody that wants the evolving map back, it looks like it's coming back on the 9th, and it's going to have that new added map in it at that time. They have the updated terms and services if anybody wants to read through those. I'll have the link to this document and these patch notes in the description for anybody that wants to see them for themselves. And submit a ticket with this support.bigboxvr.com to get self-help resources or file a ticket if you have any questions or concerns there. Known issues for the game. The reticle will sometimes stay yellow after reloading. Loss of audio is lost. Same stuff as usual. There's no new stuff here. Loss of audio, I'll read it off just because it's been so long since I've done one of these. Loss of audio is sometimes encountered when joining a voice channel. Steam VR users playing on an Oculus headset. When purchasing gold, you'll need to take off your headset. And if you see a notice that you need to update to play but don't see it in store, uninstall and reinstall the game. You will not lose any progress. So those are all of the notes that are labeled in the patch notes here. There's one more change that if you've been familiar with the Discord, or if you're in the Discord server, people have probably mentioned. Well, actually, there's two, which is A, right now SteamVR users cannot get on the game. It is broken for them. So like for me, I can't do a lot of testing for stuff like this. So that's rough, but hopefully they get that one fixed soon. And the second one is the op. It seems like the reload, I've seen this from a couple of streams, as well as a lot of people have messaged me about it, but it seems like the op reload is slowed down by just a fraction of a second now. So people that had the muscle memory from reloading the op super fast are going to notice a slight delay between their shot and when they're able to grab the bolt. I can show you a video from Ryan today, who is shooting the op in this clip, and I think he's probably figured it out at the fastest speed that you can still do it. If you are a new or mid-level player, you probably will not notice this change very much at all. If you are a super high-level player, you might notice it. I'm going to need to get in to see how it feels, because I don't think I shot the op this fast, but it will feel a little bit different, so I'm going to need to see how it feels. But just a small change. I'm not sure. There's a lot of people online in the Discord who are saying that they really hate this. So let me know in the comments down below if you think this is a good change, if you think this is good for new players, or if you think this is a horrible change, I think they should revert it. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else you want me to go over, leave a comment down below. I'll try to respond to you guys. And again, the link to this will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great time playing with the winter update that's coming up soon. They did say, I think it was the 12th. I'm going to go ahead and double check on the side for you guys here. Because they did mention that the winter update is coming soon. So I want to give you an update on that one. December 12th at 11 a.m. Pacific is when the winter update comes for the map, and you will be getting this snow map here. So this will be, it looks like that is where the outpost or the sandbox section is going to be, and the rest of the map will be covered in snow. So that will come on the 12th. Sorry to take up so much of your guys' time. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something.